Hello, everybody. English on Sunday now presents highlights of the English speech contest on the theme Modernization and Me. The contest has been jointly sponsored by China Daily and China Central Television.
Comrades and friends, teachers and fellow students, the topic of my speech today is modernization and me. Last summer, I happened to meet a group of young Americans. I had an interesting talk with them. The topic happened to be China's modernization too. During our talk, one of the young Americans said to me, "Our generation in the United States were born into a developed modern society with color TVs, refrigerators, and air conditioners. A society already opened up and well established by our fathers, while you were born into a society which is experiencing great changes. You have a chance to build a brand new modern world with your own hands. We can never experience the pride and joy you feel as builders of the future of your country. So you are living in the most admirable age." What this young American said has left a deep impression on me, a surprisingly deep impression. Why does this young man from a technically advanced country admire the chance we have, while many of our young people should admire the modern conveniences and the way of life of his country? I think maybe the reason is that, while he has everything material, he feels the lack of something spiritual. Some of our young people think that material satisfaction would bring happiness, but actually, they have overlooked the fact that true happiness comes from the realization that you have done your part in the advancement of other people's life as well as your own. Nowadays, some people seem to be obsessed with making money and with the desire to buy color TVs, refrigerators, washing machines, and so on. They think this is modernization, this is happiness. But have they ever realized that without a spirit of creation and a sense of accomplishment, even if they have everything they want materially, they would be just as unhappy and dissatisfied as some of the people in the advanced world? I think the happiest people are those who accomplish most for the modernization, and not those who enjoy most what the modernization has brought to them. Some people may not agree with me. Some even may laugh at me, saying, "Who asked you to preach and make idle talk here? You don't even have a job." Yes, that's right. I'm a so-called waiting for job youth. I don't have a job yet. But it doesn't mean that I should be excluded from the modernization drive of my country. There was a time when I felt real low and frustrated. I watched other young people working and studying and said to myself, the future would be theirs, not mine. I had stayed 2 years at home before I got enrolled in a private university. Since the university enjoys no financial support from the government, you have to pay tuition and other expenses yourself. The university have no campus, nor any other teaching facilities. We have to put up with the inconvenience of studying in the spare classrooms of a suburban middle school. I have to spend 3 hours traveling to and from the university every day. So some of my schoolmates said, "What's the point of talking about modernization while we won't even be recognized and accepted by the society?" I think acceptance and recognition come with rendering of services to our country. One's value lies in the value she or he creates for the society. I'm sure whoever makes a contribution, big or small, to the modernization of China will be recognized sooner or later. Even if we do not get a recognition, we still can be contented with ourselves so long as we have enough knowledge and use it for the modernization. The point is what you can do, not how people look upon you. It is how much you give, not how much you take. I think this is the value of life that we should have. With this in mind, I eventually shook off the low spirits I had. I studied hard to improve my English and Chinese and other knowledge. Not long ago, I had some chances to serve as tourist guide and to translate some articles from English into Chinese for a certain journal. I got my first taste of what it meant to be useful, my first knowledge of the fact that I could be able eventually to do something for my country. What I did, though not much, proves my value to society and also proves the knowledge that I have learned is needed by our country. These experiences encouraged me to study even harder and gave me confidence of my competence to do more for the modernization if I further improve my training. Comrades and friends, my experiences are really very common and maybe not worth mentioning when compared with yours. But I want to share them with you because I want to join you in building our country into a modern one. Let's make ourselves fully useful in this great era of change and live through this most admirable age in the most admirable way. Thank you.